Hey guys, this is Janelle Nail Gun Nelly, and this is episode 6 of my Toy Hauler renovation. Here is the complete bathroom renovation, start to finish. Hit that subscribe button to keep following along.
This is it. I painted the bottom of the tub, and then this whole area around here is going to have a vinyl sheeting that's like a hexagon black look to it, so that's why I only painted the edges. Hello. Painted all this behind the toilet, and then these back walls. I didn't do this because I'm still debating if I'm gonna just rip all of this out. And then now I'm gonna do this slat wall thing that's gonna, I think, wrap around this way. Not positive. Okay, so for what I want to do on the back wall in the bathroom is I bought these 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch like square pieces of wood at Hayward Lumber, because you won't find these at Lowe's. And so basically what I'm wanting to do is make like an uneven kind of like waterfall-y slat wall. And so I'm basically gonna just push the, like, I want it to be kind of like uneven like this. So I'm just gonna push these up randomly until it looks right. And then I'm gonna cut them all, like, see how I'm doing this like randomness over here? And then I'm gonna cut them all evenly here, and this will be at the ceiling, and it'll be like it's raining. Okay, this is the first set, so this is kind of what I meant. So this will be the ceiling. We're looking at it from above, and then see how they're all different lengths. And then I'm gonna stain them. That's why I got better wood at Hayward Lumber. Then the black will be underneath, so it'll like really pop. And these are also gonna be like, I don't know how big of a gap, but you know, like gapped. So there's gonna be space between them all. Probably gonna have to cut more, but I kind of want to get them up there and see what it looks like, and then I'll come back and do another set of this. Okay, baby's down for a nap, so I'm gonna try and get this wall done. And I was kind of debating on if I should keep this, but I kind of like the idea of keeping it and having the waterfall kind of like run through, because I want to have like greenery that can like fall down. But also, I wish it could be wood, but this is like crappy wood, so I think I'm just gonna paint it black so it kind of blends in. And then if I don't like it, I can just pop this board off, and I'll put a piece of pine that I can stain the same as the slats. So I think I'm going to paint this really quick and then start on the slat wall. Okay, painted that. It's going to need another set to coat, but at least I got like the main part done. So really quickly before I start, I'm just showing you what I'm using. These, in order to, because there's like a certain layout, I don't know if you can see, but I wrote, like that's a 2. So I have them all, like this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that I know which order to put them in. So I did that. I'm going to put a couple dabs of liquid nails on the back of them because I don't want to put a lot of nails into the wall. And then I also am making sure that I'm only using these short brad nails because I don't want to go to the exterior of the camper. Trailer walls are very thin, so you can't use like really long nails. Other than that, for the spacing, I just took paint stir sticks and I liked 2 of them.
Now that I painted the vanity, I moved on to the ceiling next. And so I bought these planks and I am going to install them on the roof in the bathroom. So let's get to that. Okay, so I cut my first board and basically I'm just placing it up on this back corner. And then when you use these, I picked these because they're super lightweight. These are only 1/4 of an inch thick. And this, they're tongue and groove, so they're gonna interlock. So you always make sure that, I don't know if this is called the tongue, but this little lip thing sticks out. And that way the next one will just lock into that. Okay, we just got home and I had some packages out front and this came in the mail and I love it. This is our bathroom for the toy hauler sink. So it's gonna be a vessel sink. How cool is it? Every single one that you get is unique. And I like that this one has like this huge divot right there and one over here. It's super heavy. I thought the sink itself, basin, gonna be a little deeper, but I mean, it's just basically to brush your teeth, wash your face. So I think it'll work. Okay, so I got a really sick sink, but this is the not so beautiful shower faucet that I had to go with. The reason is because I searched high and low for an antique brass faucet that had, there were so many, but literally none of them would ship to California. So I even went as far as ordering it and sending it to Las Vegas, Nevada, where my aunt lived. And they still acted like they couldn't deliver it. So I have no idea how people purchase those. It's impossible. Anybody know a hint of how to get one? Because this is what I am going to be stuck with because I can't seem to get one delivered to me in California or Nevada. And now we're going to go on to the countertops. Okay, next step is Bondo. So I sanded this flush and now so this is the Bondo. I literally just rubbed it on and then tapped back and forth on the edge like that and added that. So I'm gonna let this dry for, I think it says 2 hours, and then I'm gonna come back with my orbital sander and kind of just buff away like little pointy parts, and it should give me kind of like a rock front edge. That's the goal, and this will end up being a vessel sink. Okay, next step, really quick tonight, I need to get it on. This is it all sanded. It looks pretty cool. I need to do this bonding agent that comes with the kit when you buy it from Stone Coat Countertops. So it's basically just like a paint, but it's gonna, if it's a laminate surface, you need to put this bonder on before you prime it. If you use MDF, you do not. So as this is laminate, I am going to put it on right now. About ready to mix my epoxy up. I scuffed up this surface. Like this is, I've put 2 coats of paint on this, and so I just scuffed it up with like a 220 fine grit just to make sure it's even. Wiped it down with a tack cloth, and this is the product that I'm using. So it's Stone Coat Countertops. This is my resin and the hardener. So I'm going to do a 1-to-1 ratio of these, and you use I think they say three ounces per square foot, but for this one I'm going to use 4 ounces, so I'll show you why. And then really all you're doing is spraying these in. So I'll show you the process that I mean, I've never done this, but I'll show you what I'm going to do, and hopefully this all works out. Okay, I'm going to try my best to explain what I'm doing. So this is approximately 8 square feet that I'm working with. So I got this like cheap little bucket. So I'm going to put 16 ounces of the hardener and then 16 ounces of the resin. And you have to have like a drill bit attachment that has a plastic spinner thing, because you need to mix them together for 2 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just mixing it for a good 2 minutes. Then, since I have 4 colors, I'm gonna equally put them in the bucket. I'm going to. Now, one of their pro tips was to have a shop vac. So basically I'm gonna make all of these colors. So, we have like a copper color. That's that one. And like a rust, black, and white. And it says to basically just hold the spray can in it for 5 to 10 seconds, and you're just gonna have a shop vac for overspray. So I'm gonna do that in each of these and then mix them up really well. So we have this color. This is like a more browny, bronzy color. This is my black. Is the white. Okay. So now, what you do, I think, your bucket that you're gonna pour with, and they say just like randomly pour them back in, and intermittently you can like just spray in there as well. So I'll try and get it so you can see what I'm doing. So I guess let's just start with some black, I guess. And they also say to do like contrasting colors on top of each other. And then sometimes you can even just take spray paint and go like that. Whoa, I should probably have the shop vac. So you basically just keep pouring together and spraying if you want. So this one, since it's my leftover black, I'm just gonna leave it on, flip it up so that it'll all fall in there.
Whatever you do, baby.
Per square foot rather than 3 was so that I could do this. So basically he takes the stick and you have that leftover epoxy and basically you just kind of spread it out. I think it should have been more than this. It's supposed to help make it kind of flow better. And I think in the kitchen when I pour, I'm gonna do more of like a straight line because this is so like small. For this one, I'm gonna do big circles and then come back and fill that in. So now that's just basically what you do, is you just start pouring. Wish me luck. I feel like this was not enough mixture at all. You basically, if there's something that you don't like something that doesn't look natural, you can use the heat gun. How do you like it? To move it. Okay, see all those little tiny bubbles? Look what the heat gun does. Kind of just pops them. See over here, you can see that they're popping. So you basically just kind of do this over the whole thing. It looks like sparkles, but really those are little tiny bubbles that are popping. And then if there's something you don't like, I kind of like how it looks, so I don't really want to move it. Maybe like that line. Sorry, this is hard to do. You kind of just go over the whole thing, popping the bubbles. There's another one. Okay, so they are looking pretty cool. One thing I will say is, you know, we're pouring this in an RV, and when we brought the RV to our property, I don't know if we exactly leveled it perfect, which you should do that, because epoxy is gonna level out like with gravity, and so if we're obviously like leaning one way, it's gonna wanna go that way more. Why I say this, I don't know if it's true, but I bet it is, because you can see how it's all kind of trying to pull that way, and it looks fine because it's still like super natural looking, and it's kind of cool because our sink is going to go over here, so it'll cover up this anyway, and this is going to be more visible, and I like it better over there. But if you're going to do it in an RV, make sure it's very level before you pour. So next, what I'm going to do is just scrape the front. So what I mean by scrape, I'm just taking a paint stir stick and I'm scraping, just like literally running it across the bottom of the front. And that way it will take care of all the drips. I can't remember, I'd have to check with the video, but I want to say you can do it like maybe up to 3 hours after. It's been about an hour since I poured. And so I'm just gonna do it, and if it needs to be done again, I'll come check. But it's gonna keep kind of like pulling down, but look at that rock front. Okay, so I am going to be staining the roof that I put up the cedar planking. And I got special walnut. It's a little too light. And then I went back and got dark walnut, and it's a little too dark. So I am just going to mainly use special walnut with like a little hint of the dark and hope that it works out. Because you can always go lighter, but once you go dark, you can't make it lighter again. So normally I use socks or like something I have laying around, but I actually bought a staining pad because I'm really hoping to try and not drip a ton. I have my new countertop covered and everything, but I'm really messy when it comes to staining and painting, so hopefully this will help out. And I should probably try it out. Okay, so I'm working on the little bathroom closet door. We decided to keep the closet for now. And then if we want to get rid of it later, we will. So this is only the first coat. I'm painting it the same as all the walls, Tricorn black. And then I'm gonna, I stained a bunch of these. I'm gonna do something kind of like this on top of it, see how it looks. And then I just spray painted the hardware black, and I'm gonna put like a antique gold brass rub and buff on those to hopefully not have to purchase one. Bulbs are finally in, so now we're gonna do the last part of this bathroom, the tub and shower. Okay, we are back in the bathroom of the toy hauler, and I am going to start on the bathtub. So I bought this appliance epoxy, and I got a non-spray can one because this is such a small area that I hear it smells horribly. And I think it'll give it a better finish if I actually roll it on. So I vacuumed up the bathtub. We are keeping the bathtub white, but I just want it to not look so gross. I vacuumed it all up, but I need to just like scrub it down and clean it really well. And then I'm just gonna use a foam roller and paintbrush and paint on my white on the actual bathtub. And then I'm gonna paint all of these walls my red guard, and that's just the waterproof membrane. So let's do it. Okay, so here's a look at the tub. It dried overnight, looks great, super clean. And so now this is the product that I use. It's called Red Guard. You can only get it, I believe, at Home Depot. We use it for every like plumbing project we have. Love it. Super easy, goes on just like paint. And that's basically what you do. You paint it on the wall and it goes on pink, dries red. And so when it's red, you're ready to install your tile directly to it. It's a waterproofing membrane and super easy to use. And it only takes 2 hours to dry. We do 2 coats. First coat on, super pink. We'll come back when it's red and do a second coat. Okay, I got my second coat rolled on of the red guard. Okay, so I just taped in some of the panels because I just kind of want to see like how dark it looks, but I think it's going to look really cool. I think I need to order more though. I ordered enough that there would be like 2 for this back wall, 1 for each side. And then I was going to have the last one to cut to fill this area. But what I didn't think about was the pattern. So obviously this is the actual pattern. I have to, I think, center one and then cut one, like the sides off, and put them on either side of this so that the pattern looks normal. Otherwise, like I like how these meet up and I want the same thing to happen over here. But I don't know how to get that to happen. So yeah, I don't know. I need to play around with these and I'll figure something out. But I wanted to see how cool it looked, and look how cool this looks. Hold on, let me flip it around. So this is gonna be up here, It's gonna be black all the way to the top. I'll get corner pieces, but how cool is that? Love it. See me?
Yeah.
Can you see all this?
Yeah.
Maybe if you need to scoot back, you can. So that everything's in. Is everything in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I did is I held this piece up and I made a mark on right here and a mark up here. So now I just put this, oops, I moved, this board, because it's straight, on this mark and this mark, and I'm running tape all around, along the line, and that's gonna be my cut line. So just keep filming, Max, okay? You're doing
Don't hurt. Don't so don't hold the red button.
No, don't touch the red button.
Don't need a white button.
No, you don't need to touch a button at all.
It's almost done, Mom.
Uh-huh, almost there. I think that's pretty straight. And now, you stay right there, okay? I'm just gonna grab something. All I'm gonna do is take my scissors and I am going to cut along this line. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, at least for me, because I'm putting corner molding in. And so if there's imperfections, they will be covered. You still there, Max?
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing so good.
So how are you taking so long?
I apologize for how long I'm taking. It's just, I want to make sure my line's straight. I'm almost done. Ready? Here's the grand finale.
White.
Right there. And now, let's take our piece and see if it fits.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that fit?
I think so.
Let's see. So you line the seam up. And it looks pretty good. So there's that. What I've done, I got those 3 side panels and then I just cut that top portion right up there. And this is gonna have like a little quarter round molding that's probably gonna be stained the same as the cedar wood up top. So next up, I'm gonna cut that one and then that one. And then these edges, I think I'm gonna do like a little, I don't know, I need to go find it, but like some sort of like side cap piece. We will see. So I got all of that, and I didn't have enough for right there. I thought I could piece it together, but the way the pattern goes, I don't have one. I have enough that's big enough for there, but not one that lines up correctly with the pattern. So I have to order a whole entire other sheet, and so this one I'm gonna take down and just do an entire one, which will probably be cleaner anyways. But it just sucks because I have these, but the patterns don't match. Okay, I'm doing pretty dang good. I got all my showers panels in. I don't want to put my faucet up yet because I want to make sure the glue dries. So I've been putting this off, and it wasn't even on my to-do list, but my tiles still aren't here. I have to drill a hole for the drain. These have just been sitting here. This is just sitting here. And I am terrified to drill a hole through my epoxy countertops, but it needs to get done. And I think it's gonna be super easy. It's just really scary. So I think what I'm gonna do is get the exact placement of my sink and faucet, draw the little hole, and then go get my drill and just drill it, and hopefully it'll work out. So I'm gonna go do that, I think, right now. Okay. I have my hole saw and where I'm supposed to do it, so hopefully I don't mess this up. Pray to God. Okay, let's go. I think it'll be okay. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Made it through. Here's my epoxy. Look how freaking thin that is. Where's the camera? So this is like how thin my counters are. Tiny. And look at that, those nails though. Like, I mean, who needs a manicure? I didn't break it. But this is correct. Oh man, like a freaking glove. Like a glove. Yes. Okay, so I got the sinkhole cut. Now I need to get the faucet, the full faucet hole. And so I basically had it here with the sink and just kind of guessed where the center was. And then this is the piece that it comes with that has to be able to come up from underneath, and then this screws on top of it. And then these water lines go through it. So since you can see through this, I am gonna put this over that and then draw a circle around that and use a smaller hole and basically do the same exact thing, and hopefully this one works out. All right, I am, of course, changing gears again. Look at that though, I got that up. Those red little corners need to be trimmed out. So I went and got this from Lowe's. It's just basically like a PVC molding. And I really wish I would have done this in the beginning, because I could have like slid in a lot easier into the corner. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is what I'm gonna start out with. I'm gonna cut a piece to length, which I think this is like 4 feet. And then I'm gonna see if I can like wedge it in. And I will be painting these black so that they'll blend in. But that way I can just like silicone caulk in the groove, and it should be watertight. And these are PVC, so they'll be fine with water on them. So that's where we're trying. The other option I got was this. It's just like a L piece, but I don't like how big it is. So that would be the other option, but it'd be painted black, which I mean, I guess it could work. It's just so thick. So, I don't like either option. But what I'm thinking of possibly doing is cutting this portion off so that it's only this. And then I think it'll lay better into the corners. So I'm gonna try that. These were only like a couple, so if I mess up, I don't care. Okay, so I cut the 2 corner pieces and I spray painted them because it'll adhere to this plastic. So those are drying outside, and so now I'm gonna do these side pieces. There's this one and that one. And this is it's the same like material, I guess, but it's PVC. And this is just like for 2 sheets to have met. There's like a little groove, if you can see. What I'm doing though, and there's probably an easier way to do this, or I'm gonna cut it to size. So, yeah, hold it up here. It's very pliable, so it's pretty easy to do. Or bend it. So I'm gonna cut this piece so it's that length. And then I'm gonna take my multi-tool and I'm just gonna cut this little seam right there so that all I'm left with is this top piece. I don't want this bottom piece. Originally I was just gonna cut one of these sides and slide in my panel, but because I have no patience and I don't think about things, I glued those up already. So if you were to do this, you would have these ready and slide it in and then put it up. But I didn't, which this is pretty normal for me. So this is what I'm gonna do. And then I'll put silicone on the back of these and glue them up. And then it'll be like a cap to the side of my shower. So next up, I'm gonna remove the toilet. We are planning to keep it. I'm gonna clean it really well and see if I still like it. But I'm removing it because I am going to start on flooring. So that'll be next week's episode. But first, here are a few after pictures from this bathroom renovation. Don't forget to give this video a like and leave any questions in the comments below. I hope you subscribe to my channel and we will see you next week.